What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Kattar versus Allen. Prediction, guys. Not much breakdown. This card starts at 4 p.m. This is a real quick 10 here, guys. We got 11 fights in the card. This is a tricky card, guys. Could be a ton of upsets here. This is a difficult one to predict, but I did the best I can, right? Before I get started, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel. Also check out my Patreon account for all the face-off prediction, prop plays. You can also donate to this channel to help this channel out to my PayPal account. And yeah, that's about it right there, guys. Let's knock this out real quick. First fighter, we got Joshua Weems versus Christian Rodriguez. I'm kind of liking Christian Rodriguez here. I feel like he's a pretty good prospect here, pretty well-rounded guy. More boxing base he has on him. We'll also go for takedown and submissions. With Joshua Weems, though, Weems kind of lunges forward, throw a lot of overhand hooks, chin is kind of high. He will look for takedowns, but sometimes he doesn't get it. And he will also look for submission, which I think majority of his wins are by submission. But I'm liking Christian Rodriguez. I feel like he's a better prospect and on a more well-rounded guy. So Christian Rodriguez here, guys, for the win. I'm going to say Christian Rodriguez by KO/TQ in the first round. I'm slightly confident in this one. All right. Next fight, we got Cody Durden versus Carlos Mota. Mota BJJ black belt, kind of short notice for him. But he has no submissions though. He has mostly all knockouts only. With Durden here, I feel Durden is the better fighter here in my opinion, and the more experienced guy. Has a wrestling base. Will also let the hands go, kind of heavy with the hands. Yeah, so I'm pushing more towards Durden here. I'm gonna say Cody Durden by decision. But I'm not confident because Carlos Mota, you know, he has power in him too, and you know he will push forward and keep pushing a heavy pace. But Durden would push forward too, so both guys are going to collide. So I mean, it could be a finish by Durden. I could see Durden finishing Mota, but I'm gonna say decision though, and I'm not confident. So Cody Durden by decision. Next fighter, we got Chase Hooper versus Steve Garcia. Hooper here, more known for the ground. We look for the submissions. We get your back, get a rear naked choke. Striking has been getting a little better, but his strength is the ground, right? His opponent here, Steve Garcia. Steve Garcia walks you down. Will let the hands go, kind of heavy with the hands, but he's reckless and he gets hurt. He gets hurt easily, especially in the first round. He always gets flash knockdowns, and you know I mean, most of the time he recover, you know, but his last fight he didn't recover though. You know what I'm saying? So every fight he look like he get hurt. So he doesn't really handle a shot too well, which your face is not meant to get hit anyway. So he's kind of hittable and has a wrestling base in him, and he can get submitted too. Especially against a rear naked choke. In this fight here, man, with a guy like Garcia, can't really trust him too much. He gets hurt easily, even though Hooper's not really a striker, but he's been working his striking, and he doesn't take much. You know, you throw your hands around, your foot catches his chin, your knuckle catches his chin, he can get knocked down, and then back taken and get submitted. I'm gonna go with Hooper here. I'm gonna say Chase Hooper by submission, guys, in the first round. It could be a rear naked choke. Next fighter, we got Joseph Holmes versus Jun-yong Park. Holmes is, I don't know, I feel with Holmes is still kind of learning here. Has a ground game and he will submit you, but he's going to have a massive reach, 7 inches of reach, which is massive, and 5 inches of height, which is totally massive, man. But I feel like his experience is not there though, and he will guess and kind of like break under pressure. I just feel Park here with Jun-yong Park is more well-rounded, more the skill guy. He can get takedowns and also can find submission, but he can also get submitted too. So this is a fight. If Holmes can get down Park, then he could probably lock up a submission. But I feel Park is just too experienced here. I feel Park should get a win here, man. But again, the height and reach could play a factor, massive factor. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with Park, but I'm not confident. And it depends on the face-offs. When I look on the face-offs, I'm gonna see. I may probably go for Holmes on my face-off picks. So check out my Patreon account for that, guys. But I'm gonna go with Park. I'm gonna say Park by decision, but I'm not confident. Next fight here, guys. Just flying through these, but flying through them accurately. Andre Arlovski versus Marcos Rogério Lima. Man, Arlovski, veteran, well-rounded. Gonna be the slower fighter here, and he finds a way to win though. He's using more technicality, more IQ fighting. I'm saying? He's not just rushing in there now and getting caught and getting knocked out. Because this was a guy who would get knocked out a lot. 11 losses by knockout, man. That's a lot of times to get knocked out. And he would get knocked out a lot. And, the fights we see now, he's not getting knocked out no more. So he changed up his game there. But he's fighting a guy in Lima, which Lima is a quick guy, man. Very quick, and he explodes. Very explosive, heavy striking. He can get taken down, but he will also look for takedown too, and he will also look for submission too. He's power though, man, and I'm saying he's a quicker fighter here. And with Arlovski, from when I watch his footages, man, a lot of times he's getting hit to the chin, but he's just not going out. And Lima throws in combinations, and he's fast, he's quick. But again, Arlovski could just look for takedowns. Like I said, there's more IQ. Arlovski could look for takedowns and just play that kind of game and stay on the outside and just avoid. But Lima is the guy can strike and it's powerful, man. It's heavy striking, man. This is a tough one here, guys. I could see Arlovski winning, but man, just from what I see from him with the other fights, he's been avoiding a lot of things, but I don't know if he can avoid Lima. So I'm gonna go Lima by KO TKO in the first round, and I'm not confident because, like I said, Arlovski would find a way to get a split decision win. Like I said, this card is kind of tough, so be careful. Next fighter, we got Roman Delansky versus Phil Hayes. Delansky has a wrestling base. Striking still needs some work, man. He tends to would throw some kicks and punches, not really technical, and then he just kind of go down for a takedown or kind of push his head forward to tie up, kind of leave his chin out there, kind of he's kind of shying away from it, but it's not technical striking. It's more of a jump on your back and hold you and will get real close to you and throw a knee or elbow. He's more on the inside. His opponent here, Phil Hayes, in my opinion, has a better striking, man. Way better striking, a jab on him, follow up. He has better combinations. He mixes it up better, and he has a strong wrestling base also. So this is a fight where, with Delansky, even if he wants to get a takedown on Hayes, it's gonna be kind of tough because Hayes also has a wrestling background, and then Hayes has the striking. So it's it's kind of tough one because with Hayes, he doesn't really handle a shot too well either. This is a guy that gets flash knockdowns too. He can get knocked out and hurt. And with Delansky, he has power, even though he may not be technical, but if you throw those hands, man, and he catches you, then that's it. But I'm going to go for Hayes here, man. I feel Hayes is a better striker. He's a more technical guy here. He's a more well-rounded guy here, man. He can keep the fight on the outside. He has a wrestling base already, so he doesn't really worry about too much getting taken down. So I'm going to go with Phil Hayes here. I'm going to say Phil Hayes by decision, but I'm not confident, man, because of the fact he doesn't handle a shot too well. If you get caught, he could get hurt. That's it. Next fighter, we got Dustin Jacoby versus Khalil Rountree. Jacoby here is going to be, in my opinion, the more experienced guy here, man. There's kickboxing, been in the UFC way back. It's just a more well-rounded guy here. Can get the fight to the ground. Can also look for submissions, right? And his striking is very technical. I feel like with Khalil Rountree, he's shown that he improved his game, even his takedown defense, and his striking is very elusive. This is a very explosive guy, man. Like I said, guys, I'm not here to disrespect any of the guys. I'm just breaking it down, the fight, how I view it, right? Heavy striker, and like I said, he has improved. There was moments where he break, where his mentally wasn't there. Like if he can implement what he does, and the fight goes on and goes on, he start to fade. Against Morrison, we saw that. Ian, Johnny Walker, whenever he can, push what he knows or dictate the fight in the way how he knows how to do it, he look like he mentally will break under pressure. Like he just kind of gives up in the mind, so he doesn't really throw as much anymore. He just kind of he's just there. But we see now that he's going forward, pressure, forward, very, very elusive. He's It's like a powerhouse. He just keep coming forward, forward, forward. And his strikes are heavy, and his kicks and everything, the elbows, everything is, is pretty much on point. But he's fighting a guy like Jacoby, who's technical, who's going to counter, who knows how to strike. And you pressure in Jacoby like that, he may have to change up the game plan in here. But man, this is a tough one to call, man, because Killer Roundtree, man, he has a power, and he may can hurt Jacoby in the foot. And like I said, he changed up his game a lot. So is he the same fighter? I don't know, man. We're gonna find out now if he's the same fighter or not. Against Carl Robertson and Modesto and these guys there, they weren't really pushing the pace, and they're not on the level of Jacoby. So we're gonna see if that Killer Roundtree is gonna be there or is not. That that, I guess you want to say, killer instinct. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna come in there with that, or will he just break under pressure and just revert back to just staying on the outside and just kind of watching you and not really throwing anything. So it's a tough one to pick here, guys. But I'm gonna go with Jacoby, man. I'm gonna say Jacoby by KO TKO in the first round, guys, and I'm not confident. Next fighter, we got Tristan Gore versus Josh Vreem. Tristan Gore here, man. And he's a powerful guy. His technique doesn't look bad, but he needs more experience, though. He can get taken down, also can get caught in the foot, and also can gas out. I mean, that's basically it, man. I mean, his opponent here, Josh, I just feel Josh is just way more experienced guy, man. I mean, he can get caught with a punch, but I mean, Josh can get takedowns. His striking is not too bad. I feel Gore may have the better striking, but it's an all-around game. I just feel Josh is just way more experienced, dude. And what we saw Josh did to Anthony Hernandez in that second round, even though he lost a fight, and Anthony Hernandez been looking good now, man. We're looking very, very good. So just Gore is just, I don't know. I mean, if he can get a knockout, I guess, but he hasn't really shown that. In his fights here, he got knocked out, he got control. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Josh here. I'm gonna say Josh by submission, guys, in the second round, and I'm not confident. Majority of these fights I'm not confident in, guys. Because these fights can go either way, man. To be honest with you. Next fighter, we got Waldo Acosta versus Gerard Vandera. It's the next tough one here too, man. Waldo, coming off of the Contender Series here, also was in Bellator. He's a powerful guy, man. It seems like he has a boxing base on him. His hands are pretty decent hands. Got back power, good body, work the head, uppercuts, hook punches. Kind of walk you down, kind of put that pressure on you, kind of hold against the cage. His opponent here, Gerard, though. Gerard kind of flat-footed, kind of sit in front of you, but can take a hit, man. You also look for takedowns. I believe Gerard is BJ Black Belt, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but he will look for takedowns and he'll look for submission on you. But IQ, man, I don't think he has the best IQ. But man, this is a fight where, man, Gerard is gonna be there to get hit, and Acosta can hit, man. He knows how to throw his hands. So if he just stands there in front of him, then he's gonna get knocked out probably. He's gonna get hurt. Because Acosta guy can throw. He's a very powerful guy, man. And his takedown defense hasn't been looking bad from what I've seen. Like I said, it's boxing. He's more of a boxing kind of base. I'm going to go with Acosta here. I'm going to say Acosta by KOTK in the first round, man. But with fights like this, salsa boy. With fights like this, you got to be careful because they're both heavy guys. And it doesn't take much, man. And experience. I would say Gerard has more experience, man. But it's IQ, man. IQ is just not that good. You know what I mean? And he's kind of flat. He walks it down. He's just kind of straightforward, like a robot. You know what I mean? I'm kind of going for Acosta. I'm going to say Acosta by KOTK in the first one, but I'm not confident. Next fight, we got Tim Means versus Max Griffin. Tim Means is a veteran guy, man. Griffin is an experienced guy, too. And Griffin has improved a lot. You know what I'm saying? He changed up his game a little bit. He's been having a couple of wins. Have a loss over Neil Magny by split decision. But he has been improving. But against a Tim Means, I just feel Tim Means is a slight, like a slight difference here in skill set. I feel Tim Means is a more skilled guy here. Griffin is not bad too, but I feel Tim Means is a little bit more like a step ahead. Boxing, even the takedown, submission games. I just feel Tim Means a better fighter. I'm liking Tim Means here, guys. I'm gonna say Tim Means by decision. But I'm not confident because Griffin been getting wins, man, and he making pull off a split decision or a decision. But I'm liking Means here. Means by decision, guys. Next fight here, we got Calvin Kattar versus Arnold Allen. Kattar is as I said, is a very good fighter. You know, very well-rounded guy here, experienced. But man, he takes a lot of damage, man. In his fights, it's like his last couple fights, man, he takes a lot of freaking damage. So I mean, that plays a factor, man. Taking that much damage, you're never the same anymore. Even if you take time off, because you're not supposed to get hit in the head like that. And he takes a lot of damage, man. Arnold Allen is a very good fighter, man. He's a very smart fight IQ. His ground game is good. Stand up is good. He's a smart fighter, man, and he don't take no damage. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you have two fighters, you know, you gotta kind of break them down a way of like, okay, this guy here, he's good, but he takes a crap load of damage. Then you have a next guy who is just as good, with very limited damage. I'm gonna go with the guy with the limited damage, man. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, but both of them has the heart and the ability to win. But I gotta go with the guy that takes a lot of damage, because the damage does take effect on you. It messes with your timing. It messes with your speed. It messes with your mental. You know, it also messes with your output. You may pause. You may freeze. You know, there's certain things that you may not do anymore because the brain, once the head takes so much damage like that, you're just never the same, man. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is flowing from the mind, and the mind makes everything work. You know what I'm saying? But it triggers everything. The nerve endings, everything running the spine, everything triggers your hands to move, your feet. But if the mind, if the head taking bam, 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 bashing, 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 eventually you're going to just become slow after a while. You're not going to be the same. So I'm liking Allen here, guys. I said Kattar could get a win here, but I'm liking Allen. I feel Allen is just a fresher fighter, smart IQ, is well-rounded. He has everything that Kattar has. I mean, but I feel like he just less damage, way less damage. I'm going to go with Allen here. I'm going to say Allen by decision. And am I confident in this? Not. Am I confident in this play? I mean, Kattar could win, to be honest, too, man. You know, but I'm not too confident. So I'm gonna go with Allen though. But I'm not confident though. All right, that's it right there, guys. Quick look at the odds that we're working with. Quick look at the odds here, man. See what we got. See what we got, man. That's just some quick thing for you there, guys. Not gonna spend too long on this card at all. Something real quick. Let me see here. We got Christian Rodriguez, damn, negative 390. Gaethje Joshua Williams. I have Christian as favorite. So yeah, I'm liking Christian. I think the odds are high, but he's my confident pick. Alright. Carlos Mota and Durden. Man, they like Carlos Mota? This is Carlos Mota at negative 165, 172. Really? Over Durden? I don't know about that, guys. I'm liking Durden, though. I picked Durden to win. So, like I said, play at your own risk, you know. But I'm liking Durden. If there's anything, this should be more of a close fight. But I like Durden. Hooper and Garcia. Hooper 253. I think Hooper is too high, man. Because Steve Garcia he's not a bad fighter, just that he just can get hurt. And when you get hurt, he's just dazed. You know what I mean? He's not a durable fighter. So I wouldn't put Hooper so high, but I have Hooper as favorite. I probably put Hooper around like 150, you know, close, but not at 260 something, because he could drop the ball. Be very careful. Park versus Home, they got Park at 215. This is an even fight, guys. The height and reach of Holmes will play a factor and can play a factor. So Park shouldn't be doing 215, even though, like I said, he's a more experienced guy. But this is an even fight, man. I have Park winning, but I could change to Holmes based off the face-offs. So be careful with this one, man. Marcus Rodrigo, Andrei Arlovsky. Got Marcus Rodrigo at 245. Yikes. This is an even fight here, guys, and the reason why I say that, because Arlovsky doesn't fight the same way how he used to fight. You know, he looks to win, and he usually looks to go to a decision or a split. So even though Rodrigo has the power and everything like that, but I say even fight. I think Rodrigo is a little bit too high here because Arlovsky shows that he can win fights though. Careful with that one, man. Phil Hayes, Roman Delante. Phil Hayes, 175, should have crossed. Hayes should win the fight, but like I said, he can get a hurt on the foot and even finished. But Roman don't really have striking like that, but he does has the power though. Yeah, I don't think the odds are super high, but still be careful. Jacoby and Roundtree, they got Jacoby at 175. Roundtree, you see, fights like these, man, fights like this, you gotta be careful because Khalil shows that he's changed or somewhat changed, but Jacoby's a different fighter though. It's a different matchup here. So we will see if Khalil break, if his mental is there or not. So yeah, I put this fight a little closer. Be careful, but I have Jacoby though. Josh and Gore, they got Josh at 155. Man, I don't really disagree with this, man. I mean, Gore, I just don't feel like he's well rounded enough, man. I don't feel like he's experienced enough. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with this, but still be careful. Vandera, Waldo at 200 and something. Be careful with this one, man. Because a contender series guy, even though I wasn't Bellator, but Gerard is still experienced, you know, and he has the tools, he has the power too, you know, and he can get fights to the ground. But Waldo showed that he can defend and he has the power. His hands are powerful. He's quick with the hands. Gerard is there to get hit. I mean, I can see what the odds are like that, but still experience play a factor, man. So be careful with this one, guys, because Vandera could win the fight. Max Griffin, Team Means, they got Max Griffin as favorite? Really? I don't know about that, man. I'm liking Means here. I mean, Griffin, like I said, you know, it has improved, but I'm liking Means. I feel Means is a better fighter here. But, I don't know. I guess Means can get a hurt. That's the reason why, too. But Griffin can get a hurt, too. You know, they're both not too durable. Yeah, I like it Means, so be careful with this one, man. Allen and Kattar, even fight. I don't disagree with that, man, because Kattar could win, man. Kattar's an experienced guy and he's a skilled guy. He just takes a lot of damage, but he's still durable though. But he takes a lot of damage though. You know, he was still being there. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's an even fight. It's all good. So that's it right there, guys. Yeah, that's it there, guys. One love out to everybody. You guys keep on kicking, and